Not sure I'm mute.
Winning. There we go. I'm off mute. I even muted myself. So welcome, guys. My name is Lauren. It is the 17th of April. Hope everyone had an incredible Easter. Sorry, I forgot to say that on the call before. It's been a mad rush and craziness while I get myself ready for Anaheim. I leave in the morning. Adam and Kira are already halfway or a bit more than halfway on their journey there. They should be there soon. So for me, this call, I don't have any special guest speakers. If you were on the incredible Start Strong call with Denise, new SSC3 club in only a short amount of time, she offered so much wisdom, I guess, on mindset and really how to get through it and treat this business like a business. And I always say this is so much on mindset and really helping you build that belief, belief in the industry, belief in the product, belief in yourself, which for me, definitely, this is probably all public knowledge, but that was my biggest hurdle, was always a belief in myself. I had strong belief in the product. I had strong belief in the company. I went to conference really early on, just to touch quickly. If you guys do not have conference 2017 on the Gold Coast on your vision board and as a non-negotiable, honestly, it is going to help you just skyrocket. Yes, Start Strong was recorded with Denise. This conference helped you skyrocket and I guess gain that belief, so much more quickly. It really fast tracks that process because you get to hear people, you get to meet the owners, you get to meet some incredible people, and really it's sometimes not even about what you hear on stage or the knowledge per se, or the words of wisdom. You might pick up a sentence, but it's the people you meet. It's the sideline buddies you form. One of my first conferences ever in the business was in America. 4 months in, I got on a plane to go to Memphis, I think it was, and I'm still friends with some of those guys from the UK and the US to this day. And really, that's how I became friends with Emma Sneddon, one of the top earners in Europe, from just going to a conference and getting out of my comfort zone and going, you know what, I'm going to rub shoulders and meet people that really are like-minded, that I can utilize in this business, and we've become great friends. So really, honestly, make GC conference, I nearly called it something else then, make GC conference a non-negotiable to build your business if you really want this and to be a business and really pay you like a business. Honestly, when you learn from people that have gone before you, like the likes of Adam and Kira and Linda and all those people that have been in the company for so long now, you really mirror and model success. So you go, you know what, I'm just going to step up and do what they do. Okay, if I want to start living the life that they're living, then I've got to really put one foot in front of the other. And that is conference. Honestly, I've been to 2 US. This will be my 3rd US. I've been to 3 Aussie ones. This will be my 4th. I've been to 2 European ones in the UK. Honestly, people say I'm crazy. I just love that every time I learn, but it's about new opportunities. But this call is about qualifying. Okay, and really understanding qualifying. And first of all, how, okay, because a mindset stuff aside, really, there needs to be how, 2 steps into building this business. And it really comes down to those non-negotiables, high-paying activities, because like I always share in this business, you're paid for 2.5 things, okay? You are paid to build a customer base and you will earn a retail profit for that, okay? That really is the now money. Okay, really, you're going to get to a point in the start, most of your income is going to come from retail profit. Then really it makes that switch into teaching and building team and earning commission and things like that. So you're going to, first thing, right, building a customer base. We are paid to find new customers to help on their health journey. We are also paid to retain customers. So customer retention is also really important. The second thing we are paid for is to find team, okay, and to build a team, right? If you want this to be a business, then that is the high paying activity number 2. The half is teaching and helping and coaching other people. Why is it half? Because you can't do it for them, okay? No matter how much you want to influence an outcome, you really just don't have that power. People will do what they've always done. Okay, someone in my life, in the personal development world, very early on in the piece, people said how you do one thing is how you do everything. And I'm like, oh, that doesn't sound good. I got to fix how I do that one thing then, right? And really change your life. So you can't influence that outcome to a certain degree. Okay, you might be able to help them, inspire them, motivate them, whatever you want to call it. But there's going to come a time where they need to be inwardly influenced to build this business. And we really can't influence that. Okay, so 2.5 things: customer base, team, and the half is teaching and helping and coaching other people, which is what this business is truly, really about, is helping them and inspiring them, really from, again, being your best distributor. Okay, so for me, really understanding, qualifying, and honestly, if you are not an SDVF yet, the first step, okay, is helping you get to that SDVF position. And if I'm not going to go through that really a lot tonight, but it's really helping you gain that first real promotion. And honestly, when you look at SDVF, honestly, if you're an SDVF, I say honestly a lot, pat yourself on the back. If you're an SDVF or above, pat yourself on the back, because you are in the top 10%, of Adam Westwick Team Freestyle, right? That business. You're in the top 10% for being an SDVF. So many people go, well, I'm just an SDVF. Honestly, that is an incredible achievement, and that's the first step. Okay, so helping you get to that SDVF position. So 4,000 points and 1 VF, okay, with at least their own order as a bare minimum. But really helping you do it the smart way, the fast way. Okay, helping you build a team early on, helping you create that momentum, because it's also going to help you qualify your business. Okay, the second step in this equation is qualifying your business. Now, qualifying, what does it mean? It means $1,800, okay, worth of sales going through your business every single month. You're allowed to keep a maximum of $1,800 excess, okay? And to give you an idea, people say, well, how do I do that and all that? And I'll get to that. But to give you an idea, I've qualified. I got to SDVF my first month in May of 2014, and I've qualified since June, ever since. Knock on wood, I've never lost qualification, because I understood the longevity of this business as I went along. Probably didn't understand it in the very beginning. So $1,800 of sales. Now, what does that look like? I always entice my team to get a notebook, okay? To get a notebook that they dedicate to Juice Plus, okay? It's got my notes in it, but in the beginning, putting the points of all the products in the front, okay? And then you can track it as you go. So I get people to track to SDVF, so then there's no guessing game in it. And then I help them on understanding qualifying. Now, qualifying is a bit different. You use the points of the product, but you divide it by how many payment plan, okay, or how many months installments they're on. So to give you an idea, because I don't know all of the products points off by heart anymore, premium is 371 PVC, promotional volume credit. Okay, so to give you an idea of what I mean, premium is 371. So when you're going for a promotion like SDVF, you get all of the points all at once. When you are qualifying your business, it goes on sales. So it goes on the actual credit card being charged every single month. This could go over your head. Lucky I'm recording it, so you can actually go and watch it. So you divide that. Say it was, okay, 4. So they're on 4 monthly installments. Now, most of mine are on 4 monthly, but some do pay up front. So say you had a customer in the month of April that paid for a premium up front. You get $371 towards that $1,800 only for April, okay? Only for the month they paid it. Then when they get their next 4 monthly installment, okay, you're gonna get another $371. But most people are on a 4 monthly installment plan. Okay, so 4 into 371 is about $92. So you get the point value. You say, okay, they're on a 4 monthly installment. As long as that order does not decline, every single month for 4 months, I'm going to get $92 towards that sale. Okay, $92 towards that sale. So you can go and work out, if I was to just qualify my business by myself, I would need however many sales, okay, to get that $1,800. I would need however many premium orders to be able to qualify myself. But do it the smart way. Do it how you would build a business. So say this is you, okay, and you've gotten to that magic of SDVF, okay, and you did it the smart way. So you've introduced the business to a couple of people, and all of these 4 people are sitting at what we call DVF, or 4% commission. So they are all at DVF. Yeah, you've helped them. They're on their way to SDVF, but they are not yet there. All their orders, plus any orders you have personally as a customer base, are going to count towards yours. The moment that they hit SDVF, okay, Senior Direct Virtual Franchise, the month after, say they hit, all of these guys hit SDVF in the month of April, all of them won't go towards your qualification any longer. They are their own entity, they're their own business, and now they get the opportunity to qualify. Okay, this is where the magic starts to happen. So first and foremost, we get to SDVF. Second is qualify your own business. The third, teach people how to do both of these steps. First is being your own club. And Linda kind of once upon a time shared this with, like, very plainly in my head, because I was like, I don't get it. What do you mean? You know, now I'm going from points to sales, you know, and okay, I got my head around $1,800 of credit cards being charged. And there's ways to look at that. You know, I don't teach reports until SC and above. Okay, so if you've got a leader, you're like, hey, I'm an SDVF, how close am I to qualifying? And I do that as a leader in my business. I go through all my qualifiers. So $1,800 of sales. How do you build a strong, sustainably qualified business every single month without having to have 25 plus customers? I have a good customer base, don't get me wrong, but I wanted the longevity and really to build this sustainably. How can I teach people? So you're going to earn 4% off your own business the first time you qualify. If you qualify 2 times out of a 3-month period, head office will say, well done for building that strong, sustainable business. I'm going to give you a $200 bonus, first time qualifiers bonus on top of that. So you're earning 4%. Okay, then the magic starts to happen. As you start to build a strong business, you're going to teach people. You're going to be a club, okay? Then you're going to teach people how to be a club, and that's really how your paycheck starts to grow. So this is you, okay? You've gotten to SDVF, you've qualified, you've done that first couple of steps, yeah? And then you start to build a team. You've already got a team if you're SDVF, and especially if you've done it fast track and if you're building a strong business, whoops, okay? Then you help this person do SDVF, okay? You help this person and you help this person, okay? The rest, we've got a newbie here and here, and we've got a DVF here. This person, VF, DVF, are all going to go towards your qualification. So every month, that's why we talk about goals and stretch goals, okay, and always building a new front line, because you're going to help people through this compensation plan. They're going to grow and build, and you always want the buffer. You always want to be helping and teaching and building new people to not just help you qualify, but to also gain traction through that. When you understand this, like the enormousness of this compensation plan, you can go as wide as you want, okay? There is no limit. It is limitless, okay, to be able to build. So you've helped these guys get to SDVF, and they're like, yep, we're up for qualifying. That's what we want to do. We want to earn that 4%, okay? So you're going to help them. So they might, you know, they might start to build a team, and they've got a couple of people on board. You know, they're going to help them get to that DVF level or go towards SDVF. You know, they're going to build a team, and I get it. It doesn't all look this rosy. I know that, but it's really just to show you what's possible. you're going to help them qualify, okay? They're going to earn 4%. Guess what? So are you. I'm just going to say that this is my line. So am I, okay? So is Adam. So is Linda. So is Lauren Slocum. And so is Cheryl Cortese. 5. Sorry. The other one's recorded and came through. 5 above you. Say this is you and this is me. And above me, Adam introduced me. And above Adam, Linda introduced him. And above Linda, Lauren. And above Lauren, Cheryl. Okay, Cortese. People earn 5 generations. Okay, you're earning 4% off your business and then 5 above you. Okay, now this is where the compensation plan is key. Okay, if I did not qualify my business, I would not be punished. Some people might say I would not be punished, but I would be rewarded. Okay, I would be rewarded. I wouldn't be rewarded, but I wouldn't be punished. So I actually would skip me. So you can earn 5 generations deep, okay, of people that are qualified. So say there's people between people that aren't qualified, it skips them. It doesn't punish them, but it skips over them because this business and this company is saying, you know what, we're going to reward the workers. You're not going to just sit there and earn money off people that are working below you. We're going to reward the workers. So if you helped 3 people get to SDVF and qualify, that would make you 3 club. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you've got 3 qualified businesses. How 12 club can happen so quickly, help these guys help 3 people and become 3 clubs. Okay, that's an extra $500 bonus. Okay, not to mention earning 4% of each entire business. Okay, again, sorry if this goes way over the top of your head, but I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. Your 3 club, help those 3 people do the same, and that's 12 club. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 4, 8, 12. 12 club. Then you want to get to 24 club. You just look at the growth that can happen from there and how many other 3 clubs can you help create, right? So understand first, SDVF, 4,000 points. Second is qualify your business. Now, why we help you, why the beauty and the magic of end of month happens, because where you end a month in Juice Plus is where you start a month. Okay, so say you ended at SDVF, you can then qualify and also get the extra commission. Say you didn't reach it by the end of the month and you reached it at the start of the month, you're going to stay on wherever you ended April. So say you ended April on DVF, okay, or VF. You're only ever going to get that for all of May, okay? Had to think about what month was next. All of May, yeah? And so you won't have that opportunity to qualify. So if you're not yet an SDVF, make that your goal this month. Stretch, do whatever it takes. Have that, that attitude of, of gratitude of like, this is what I'm doing. Link arms, help people, right? You heard Denise on the call before us, make this business about other people and you'll get what you want, right? Make this business about how can this product help people, and you will achieve what you want from this when you make it about others. If you can qualify this month, if you are an SDVF and you got there anytime before or March or later, make sure that you go, hey, what do I need to do to qualify? Okay, and then the game and the fun is, how can you help people to do the same? Now, will everyone want to do it? No. Okay, will everyone want to get to SDVF and qualify? No. And that's why it's a numbers game. That's why it's about teaching and helping as many people as you can and showing them what's possible. Okay, like people will do what you do, not what you say. Okay, showing them what's possible by leading from the front and doing it before them, and then going, you know what, this is what I was able to do. This is what's on the table for you. Are you excited? If the answer is yes, map out a plan. First of all, understand why they would want to do it, and then map out a plan of how it can happen. And really, it is about building that business strong, from day one, and understanding, first of all, it's about you qualifying, and then how can you build clubs? It's as simple as this. Finding the people that want it, helping them achieve that first step, and then qualifying. 3 club, you're looking at a $500 bonus. 12 club, think it's more like 2 or 3 grand. You know, it really just goes up from there. And that's where you're building that strong paycheck. That's where you're building that strong, sustainable business to grow, okay, from there. I'm going to answer any questions. If you have any questions or if none of that made sense, you know, I want to make it as simple and possible for you to understand that, because that's really the crux of our business. When you hear, you know, Adam is a 300 club, or Kira's a 200 club, or, you know, Jeff Roberti's a bazillion club. That's really where they're making their money from, that retail profit. When you sell a product, you earn a profit from it, and it does not really go further from there. When you build clubs and you build strong, sustainable, qualified businesses, it grows from there. You're building that longevity. So I think there was some questions, but if you have questions, pop them in the bottom, or you can jump off mute and ask them. Percentage above me. Hello.
Hello, Lauren. Rob here. How you going?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, good. Hey, when you were explaining I'd love to be able to point at your screen and point at your whiteboard. But as you were pointing the VF to the VF to the SDVF, you're saying that they help qualify you each month until you actually move them to SDVF, correct? Got that part. How many levels down does it work? 5 levels down with the VF. So say that your first SDVF there had an SDVF under them who had a VF under them. Does that still contribute up to the business as well?
Good question. I like it. They contribute to them. So it will cut off at your first SDVF. So say this person is a VF, okay? They're going to help you. But say this person is an SDVF, then that person helps you, but this person is their own entity. So anyone under them helps them.
Right. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. No, I was just checking to see if there was any levels down to help qualify you for the business. I mean, in the initial stages, it looks a bit daunting to drum up $1,800 of sales a month. But using, I guess, the more customers you build, the better your base gets. But that's just the part where I'm at the moment, is getting to qualification. So, and
honestly, when you just make goals around frontline and team, they're going to help you. So I have a good customer base, and I could probably get close to qualifying myself, but it's the new VFs and DVFs that put me over the line and always have, because I just know every month my goal is to bring people through the compensation plan to that SDVF and above level, but always bringing new people on. So when you just, the ebb and flow of that, and you just help people with that, that's honestly, when you just share this business and bring new people on, that's the beauty of it, because they're always going to help you. Until then, they, I guess, grow through the compensation plan.
In the qualification, obviously the customer who is not a VF, who has chosen just to be a customer, they're contributing, say on the 4 installment they had, they're contributing the $92. Yep. Does the person being a VF or a DVF contribute more to the $1,800? I mean, is there a step up, or it's just always the same dollar value?
Always the same of the dollar value. All you do is take the point value of the product, divide it by however many installments that they're on.
Yep. Yeah, no, I get that. I was just wondering if there's any extra incentive in the business to have people convert to a virtual franchise to help you gain qualification.
How I describe it, which is a great, point you bring up. How I describe it is customers are our business, but team attract customers. So, with me, I look at that situation and I'm like, yes, they're a customer, and that's amazing, and love on them like a customer. But then business people, like if that person was to join the business, then they would go and share the product with a couple of people. So that's more revenue and more, money going towards that. But I am a big believer in, if they just want to be a customer, awesome, love them there. If they want to be a team member, first of all, why? And you want people inspired, not just to sign up, for the heck of it.
So just to clarify that there, so if you've got a VF who's just got either customers or VFs under them, so, your second VF on your screen there, sorry, my camera's over here, say they had like 5 customers and 2 VFs that they were grooming to go to SDVF, all of those 7 people would contribute to your qualification that month.
All of their customers, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense now.
Awesome. Glad that helps.
Thanks, Lauren.
Welcome. What else have we got here? You've made it really clear. Awesome. Wait, I was here. What if I'm unable to qualify within the 2 months post SDVF? Totally fine. Like, again, our company doesn't, there's no hard sales. It's honestly as you want to do this. But, if you say you got to SDVF in April and then you did nothing until, August, and you qualified in August, and then you qualified 2 months in that 3-month period, then you're going to get the $200 bonus. Okay, it's just going to be a 2 month in a 3-month period. So I couldn't qualify in April and then do it again, in November to like this year. Okay, so it's got to be a consecutive 3-month period to be able to do that. But if you got to SDVF and you have not yet qualified, then there's no, punishment to that. So I hope that helps. Call me slow, but this is the first time any of this has made sense. Awesome. I'm glad. I talk in layman's terms. Where else are we going? I love all this. So excited about class. Team though, what could I be doing wrong? I'll get to team in a minute. Let me write that down. Angela, I'm having the same problem. Awesome. I'm going to help you guys. Have you had team who have qualified before and then drop out of qualification? Any tips for keeping people qualified? Some people don't see it as a priority. Again, it comes down to purpose. I always share this with my team. They're probably sick of hearing it. I always relate everything about this business to the gym. Maybe because I've been in the health and fitness world a little while. But you look at me now, right? I took a year off training, someone that was super fit. I'm sure that you've kind of watched my journey over the last couple of months, and I kind of just let myself go. There was no purpose to get me in there. Not even my health was a purpose, because I was so, I had purpose around something else. But you look at this business and now I've got purpose. I want to get to a goal. I'm feeling good. I'm on track, and I can see, I guess I'm building belief because I can see the changes. Now you look at this business, if someone isn't looking at this as a priority, then maybe it's not. Okay, maybe that they don't want it as much as you, and that's okay. Okay, it's honestly just being okay and detached from that. Second of all, they might not believe that they can do it. Okay, or they might have lost sight of why they're here. That's why having that stake in the ground is so important. That's why that 3-way call initially, that's why having that why and that vision is so important, because you can bring them back on a bad day. Okay, if they've got purpose, if they've got purpose as to why they would want to do this, if they've got purpose as to why they would want to, put in the work after a long day at work or time away from their kids or whatnot, then they're going to show up and they're going to do it. If they don't have purpose, then they're not going to show up and they're not going to do it. Or maybe they've lost sight or they've lost belief, and it's us about helping them turn that around if they want to. Okay, it's okay for people to just stay at VF or DVF or not qualify. There's so many people that, are in Adam's team, and, you look at the people, again, that's a really low percentage. If you are a qualified business, you are in some of the top percent of Team Freestyle, which is incredible, or any team that you're a part of, because not everyone, 80, 15, 5. 80% of people, when I got my head around this, the kind of shades pulled down, I understood that not everyone is like me and gung-ho about this and wants to change their life and wants to travel the world or whatever you want from this. Okay, 80% of people, and this is across the world. Okay, Danny Martin shared this at a training I went to at NMD school last year. And he said 80% of my team too, not just yours, mine, have 3 to 7 customers. Okay, they will be your VFs and DVFs that help you qualify. They'll get their product a bit cheaper and they will be happy as Larry. Leave them alone. Don't put all your hopes and dreams on them. Okay, go out and find the people that are the 15 percenters that are SC, SSC and above, earn, $1 to $3 grand a month from this, and they're good doing that. And they're going to play a part in your business too. 5%. 5% want this. 5% will go all the way. 5% will chase Jeff Roberti. 5% will be Adam Westwicks of the world, right? 5%. And you've only got 2 team members. And you think, oh my God, 80, 15, 5. Well, got to keep going, right? Got to keep moving. Got to keep finding those people. So honestly, yes, I have people, right? There are over 100 people in my team that are SDVF and above that could qualify. How many people qualify? Half of that, which is pretty good, but half qualify every month. So understand that people at different stages, but if you got that stake in the ground and you give them purpose as to why, and leave it as an option, okay? It's never an expectation. Change your expectation for appreciation, love them where they're at, and maybe they'll come back to it. Maybe they just need a bit of time off. Maybe they don't want this anymore. But if they have the stake in the ground, the purpose, then it is much easier. Hopefully that helped answer that. With the VF, if you take a couple of months to qualify to that next stage, what happens? So the VF, honestly, if you're brand new and you're a VF, you have 10 days or 30 days to get to DVF, the fast track way. And you've got 40 days or 60 days to get to SDVF, the fast track way. Otherwise, go to your upline and be like, hey, if I don't make it within that fast track, what happens? The world doesn't end, I promise you. Some of the best people in the business, Kira included, missed out on some of those fast track bonuses. So this business, honestly, is whatever pace you want. But nothing happens per se. But really, if you want to stay building a strong, momentous business, then it's really good to stay within that fast track plan. To qualify for SDVF for the first time, is there a time limit on that? I just answered that question. Lati, if one of my downline reach SDVF this month, will their points still count towards my qualification this month? Yes. So the month after. So if anyone gets to SDVF in April, they will count this month and they won't count in the month of May. I can get customers, but find getting team more challenging. I'll touch on that. They sure will. Oh, thank you, Tanika. Awesome. Thanks so much. No worries. I'm always the go-to. I think it's because Adam believes I have no life. And I'm kidding. So team, this is a common theme within our business. So hopefully the qualification all makes sense and you guys can take some hints away from that. Really using that 1, 2, 3 step approach. Really being your best distributor first and foremost and leading from the front and teaching other people, help them gain purpose. Why are they here? Why would they want to devote an hour of their time or 2 hours to jump on a team training, on a Monday night? People will do things, right, to avoid pain or to gain pleasure. Now, I said this to someone when they were joining the team. If your pain you're in right now, whether that's financial, whether that's time, whether that's, emotional, whatever, if it doesn't outweigh the pain of getting outside your comfort zone in this business, jumping on a training, personal, public speaking, doing events, holding a pen, falling over your words, making a fool out of yourself, having to get up on stage. People see me as a massive extrovert, and I promise you, I am in some degree, but getting in front of 8,000 people in America to do my NMD speech, that's not what I call fun. But I've got to summon something inside of me to go, you know what, someone out there in that crowd needs to hear my story. And I'm not doing it for me, I'm doing it for them. So really, if your pain, of where you are now doesn't outweigh the pain of getting outside your comfort zone and taking time away from your family or, taking time away from TV, time that you used to spend, you won't do this business. And you won't go all the way and you'll lose sight. But if the pain, or the pleasure, outweighs of where you could be, where you will be, You know, if that outweighs the pain of getting outside your comfort zone in this business, you will do it. But you've got to pick pain or pleasure. What are you like? Are you working away from something? Or are you going towards a pleasure in this business? But get your purpose down pat. People do stuff because they're on purpose. They're on mission, and they're like, I'm not stopping till I'm there. You know, you look at marathon, like, you know, any kind of grueling training. They're not getting up and going to run 100 miles for the fun of it. They're doing it because they're on purpose. They're on mission. They know where they're going. So understand that. And team. Okay, so there's a common denominator and theme throughout it. People say, you know, you'll have your strengths and your weaknesses in this business. Your strength might be gaining customers. Your strength might be team building. Your strength might be talking. Play to your strengths, but know where your weaknesses are and also build on top of those. So I would say people struggle to find team. First of all, it's helping you with your verbiage, okay? When you say struggle, when you say I'm stuck, they're all kind of like diminished words in my team. Not allowed to use them. You have to do burpees. So they're things that you're not going to get a positive answer out of. When you say, I've got a challenge right now and I am going to make it fun and find a solution, you're going to get a positive, you're going to get a more quality answer back. When you say, I'm challenged right now, you know, I think challenge, well, where's the solution? You know, Denise said it so eloquently on the Start Strong training, is she looks at challenges, and Tony Robbins says it. The problem is people think that they don't need them, or they don't want them. Problems, you find solutions. You don't grow when you're kicking ass at something. Okay, you grow in those times of challenges. So if you want this, then, you know, the universe is saying, well, how much do you want it? Okay, and people can't build team because they don't know why they're here first and foremost. So number one is why you're here. Write it down. Your why should be selfish. Your vision should be bigger than you. So why are you here first and foremost? And don't look at me and like, oh my God, Lauren has all the answers. Because honestly, this is just stuff I've learned along the way. I am not a guru. I am not, you know, the smartest human being out there, but I've learned from life experience. Okay. Understand your why. Understand your vision. Okay. If you know where you're going, then people will want to follow that. Yeah. And when you say I'm challenged finding team right now, I would say that hopefully I can rub this off. It is recorded. There is, I guess, something wavering in your belief. And this is a Tony Robbins thing. Okay. Draw a circle and then draw an X through it and then a line through that. Okay. And it's like a pie. And there's 6 facets of belief in this business. And someone took the wheel of life, I think that's what Tony calls it, and they made it just really about network marketing. Okay, so you've got our product. So rate yourself from 1 to 10, 1 being low, not great, 10 being the product is just as essential as water. And I'm not a 10, so don't think you need to be a 10, right? I'm about a 9. I don't think you're going to die if you don't take Juice Plus. I think it's incredible, but I don't think it's, like oxygen and water. So what is your belief on the product? What is your belief in the company? Yeah. What is your belief in the industry? What is your belief in yourself? What is your belief in team? And what is your belief in people? Okay, write that down. Rate yourself from 1 to 10. I'm not going to mark it. I'm not going to score you. Okay, there is no right or wrong answer, but mark yourself 1 to 10. Okay, on here. And this is when light bulb moment happened for me. I knew part of it. Okay, product, strong. Company, strong. Industry was like mid-range. I really had to build on that to know what this industry was and why I wanted to be a part of it. And I guess the longevity of it. My belief in myself was super duper low. Yeah. My belief in team was strong. I always had so much unwavering belief about what Linda had built and Adam and my team, you know, when I really looked at this, but this is what let me down. I had beliefs around people that they were deceiving, that they lied, that they weren't genuine. Now, do you think that people in a people building business, it would be beneficial to have a strong belief? The answer is yes. Okay, so I had to go to work on that. And when I did work on that and I brought that up and I helped my industry belief and myself, which was a journey, always will be, my business went from strength to strength. So if you have a hard time and are challenged around building team, do you know why you're here? Do you know what your vision is? So go and listen to Brian Marsh's his recording on vision. It's incredible. I loved it. It really helps hone in on, building something bigger than you, leaving a legacy behind. What is that big thing? People will want to come. There's a reason why people follow people. People genuinely want to be led. I'm a big believer in that, right? And they need something to follow. And there's good and bad, instances of that. And one is Martin Luther King. I had a dream. He had a vision, right? People followed that. They believed in that. And another one, like it or not, is Hitler. And I don't like to bring that up all the time, but the man, he had a vision. I'm not going to say it was a good one, but people followed him, right? He drew people's pain points and people followed him. And it would have messed with people's values and core beliefs, but he had a vision and people followed that. So do you have a vision that strong of what you want, where you're going? People are not going to join your business based on you wanting to be a billionaire. People are not going to join your business because you want to fly around the world and travel the world and work from your phone, right? That's curiosity and that's appealing. People can resonate with that. People can resonate with mums wanting to work from home, but people want to join something. They want to follow something. They want to be part of something. Team sports, people like rally, right? You're not even part of that team, but you rally for them. Why? Because, you want that end result. You have that vision of where you want that to be, and it's camaraderie. People will join that. So vision and why. Belief, where does it lack? Are you doing things every day? Like we have a DMO and you're reaching out and you're talking to people and you're doing all of that. Do you actually do anything to build you every day? So for me, it's like I have a very strong morning ritual. I do Tony Robbins priming exercise. There's got to be some form of exercise in there. Meditation, if you don't want to do Tony's. I've shared it in Team Freestyle before. We did it at UPW, I think it was. It was incredible. It's like when I do that every single day, it definitely gets me in that impactful state to go and be inspiring and be impactful and to be in that right frame of mind. There's got to be nutritious food, whether that's a green smoothie, whatever it is. Got to be some form of exercise, and there's got to be some form of, like switch off from this time as well, every day, to really get in that impactful state of mind, to then go, I can do my DM, I can reach out, and I'm going to be inspirational. Do you have that elevator pitch? Do you have, that one line that gets people curious? If people are not joining you, first of all, you got to take some self-responsibility and look in the mirror and say, am I actually doing things every day to build a team and build my business? Am I actually going to work on this business, or am I just thinking about it or talking about it? Am I actually doing those high-paying activities of talking to people, reaching out, building my network, whatever that looks like, sharing stories, out and about, social media, right? Am I doing those things? And then if you're doing all that and you can honestly say 110%, then it could be just verbiage. It could be just, people, you're not utilizing the right verbiage, or you're not utilizing the scripts, or you're not being authentically you. People buy into that, right? I looked at Adam and I used to try to be him for so long, instead of going, I've got, like, people will follow me. They won't join me because I'm trying to be Adam. They'll follow me, right? They'll be in a business because of me. And lots of different people will resonate with different people. But if you're building your belief and you're setting yourself up for success, then it might be just down to verbiage, or it might be that you just haven't found the right people yet. There's always those common denominators. So hopefully that helps. Elevator pitch. What is that one line? I call it a hook. Okay. What is that one line that gets people intrigued? Okay. I always say share the benefits and not the features. So the features is the franchise. The features is the product. The features is the program. Okay, when I'm sharing the business, I'm sharing a story. I'm sharing why. Okay, so an elevator pitch is if you were stuck in an elevator for 30 seconds with someone and they asked you, hey, what do you do? What do you say? Whoop, shit. Right? I don't know. Oh. And you're lost for words. So when I used to be a PT still, or is still in a job, I'd be like, oh, I'm a personal trainer, but, recently started a online business and, where I get to help and coach women how to say yes to more and be more independent, and help them build a business online on social media. What do you do? Right? It's always, Adam calls it cool, calm, and collected. I don't come across cool, calm, and collected on here, but I promise you I am out and about. It's about having that small line that gets people interested. Not once am I mentioning a product, not once am I mentioning a program, because most people put themselves in a box of, I'm not a health professional, I couldn't do what you do. So many people will think that if you're really leading with the product, instead lead with the benefits. What are the benefits I get to do? I get to help inspire women to become more independent. I get to help them build a business online from home around their kids, whatever it is. So what is that elevator pitch? I call it a hook. What is that hook that gets them curious to ask more questions? And when they ask more questions, it's like, well, what gets you curious, right? What gets you curious? People think that there is a secret to this business. Honestly, I just sound like Adam, because guess what? I learned from him. I was resourceful. Then my team sound like me. When you are sharing this business, write down all of the benefits of this business, even if you can't see them yet, right? You don't need to see something to believe it. You don't need to have experienced it. You just need to look around. That's why sometimes events are so powerful, because you'll hear stories and you'll go, oh my God, that's my friend. Like, she would resonate so much with that. I need to share that story with her. She's a single mom living off benefits. Imagine how this business could help her, right? Think about the benefits that this business could offer someone. And that's what I share with people. I share a story. So hopefully that helps. Thank you. Exactly what I need to hear. Awesome. What's your one-line pitch? It changes. I call myself the ultimate chameleon. So I always make sure I learn enough about someone. I would never share my story with a mum because it doesn't resonate. Or I might share kind of my nannying story. I used to be a nanny in the UK. So, I might share that. But honestly, I always say I'm the master chameleon. So I will learn about someone and I'll share a story based on that. So say I'm talking to a mum, I'm like, I help, what do you do? I help and coach women. Sorry, I help and coach mums. How do you create an income using their social media at home with their kids? Or I help single mums become, more independent by building a business online, saying yes to more in life. I'm talking to a family, I help and coach mums and dads how to build a business online and I guess say yes to more with their kids. Whatever. I always say I'm the master chameleon, but you don't need to do that. Just find a pitch that sounds good to you and you'll stumble over your words and it'll sound funky and you'll be like, oh my God, did I actually say that? Adam and I still laugh because we still do it 3 years down the track. But practice doesn't make perfect because there's no such thing. Perfect is an illusion. Okay, and you don't want to be perfect. It's boring. Practice makes permanent. Okay, permanency will build. Permanency is growth. Whatever you practice, you become better at. Did you ride a bike when you were a kid and just go, oh my God, this is crap. It's hard. I can't do it. I give up. No, you kept going until you can do it. And then you didn't have training wheels. And then, you rode with no hands and you're like, look at me, mum, I'm awesome. Right? You just practice and practice and practice. There's nothing that I've ever been good at in my life that happened overnight. I used to be a competitive horse rider. Now that took a load of practice and practice when I'd rather be in bed sleeping at 5 a.m. in the morning. Yeah. But if you are committed to it, it makes permanent and you will get better at it over time and you will stop stumbling over your words. But you can never say the wrong thing to the right person or the right thing to the wrong person. I think that's something really, really important to understand. Awesome. I was good at stacking my pushy. See? And you still got on. Awesome. One last question before we kind of wrap it up, and I have to go and pack. Yes, I leave in the morning. I haven't packed. So make sure that if you guys can qualify, that you're really utilizing that SDVF. If you've got a team, really reaching down into those with those hands up that are, that are all in and ready to build this. Any last questions before we wrap it up? And I'm excited to see some of you over in the US. And if not, I'll meet you, I'm sure, at Gold Coast Conference. And thanks for having me on tonight. You are all so welcome.
Very, very much, Loz.
Good job, Lauren.